Hi, it's Poppy and I'm popping back in to give you a quick update on words. Today we are skyrunning and we are time travelling. So we'll begin with an example like I love to do every week. And this time we have a football and we have a tennis ball. The football represents an atom within your body. The tennis ball represents an electron. Now, as you know, with the molecular system, or whatever it's called, the electrons spin around the atom and that keeps a bond. Okay? Now let's say the electron is a positive word and the atom is your body. What you want to do is you want positive words to surround your body day in, day out, 24 hours a day, 365 days per year. Now, in order to charge the positive word, or the electron, the positive word, what you have to do is you have to discover the secrets as to how to charge it, and I'll let you know how to do that at the end of the video. But when you do discover the secrets from these 3 books, which I'll tell you at the end of the video, when you do charge it, it will start to work around your body. And what you want to do is, at the moment, right now, you may be using positive words on a regular basis, but you may be using them in parts or small amounts, and so the frequency, as you can see here, is quite low. So the positive words are surrounding your body, and you are being protected by them, but only on a low frequency. Now, what you want to do is to use more positive words, charge the electron even more, so that the frequency becomes high and you start operating on a high level. Okay, like this. Okay, that's example number 1. Example number 2, this leads into the Rubik's Cube. So I like my examples. Here we have the Rubik's Cube again. And the Rubik's Cube here represents your world. So how you see your world, and within your world, you may experience problems or obstacles which you have to solve in order to progress, or you may just leave it alone. So this may be your world and it may be a problem within your world. And as you can see, the problem is unsolved. Now, if you use many more positive words and you are operating on a high frequency, it will be easier for you to solve this Rubik's Cube or your problem much quicker. Okay, so imagine I'm solving it and then it's all solved. I can't solve it right now. I'll learn how to solve it one day. But imagine it's all solved. But if, for example, the way you are operating is on a low frequency, then you may even leave that problem as it is and just continue with your everyday life, and may not achieve what you wanted to achieve, or you just forget about that goal that you wanted to do, and you just continue. But like I said, if you're operating on a high frequency, it will be easier to just solve this problem and then keep it moving or move on to the next one. And that is part 1, and I'll continue in part 2. Okay, so on to part 2, and I have the atom, so the body once again, and I have the positive charge, which is which is circling the body and spinning and all this good stuff. Okay, and then we have the world, like I said, and how you see the world, and the different problems within that come to you and how you solve them and so forth. But then we have the main and biggest Rubik's Cube, which is yourself. So within yourself, there's many different aspects. So you have health. So one part might be health, another part of your being might be your work, another part of your being might be your social activity, Another part might be how you communicate with other people, so your relationships with other people and that sort of thing. So the main Rubik's Cube has many other Rubik's Cube which lead on from it, and daily new Rubik's Cubes are coming your way as well. Each time you step into a new environment, you'll be faced with a new scenario which might come across a new challenge or something that might be good, might be just be a nice Rubik's Cube. I don't know. So anyhow, in order to move forward and to progress with success with what you want in the future, you must first make amends with the past. So this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. I said this video will be about time travel. So you must travel back in time, mentally, not physically, into your past being. So what Rubik's Cubes, or what sort of a Rubik's Cube were you in the past within different scenarios? In one scenario, how did you interact with that one person? Were you negative towards them, or was it a positive interaction? In another scenario, did you manage to learn that dance routine that you wanted to learn, or did you give up and was upset about it? In another past, were you able to have a loving relationship with your previous partner? All these things are who you were in the past. And in order to fix those previous Rubik's Cubes, you must speak positive words. Always positive words. You must go back into the past, make amends with your word usage. So the first way you need to do that is you need to align yourself with your truth. So if you did have that negative interaction with that person, the first thing you need to do is to admit it. Admit that, okay, yeah, that was negative, and make amends, maybe by contacting that person, saying sorry, because then you're doing the positive thing, and sorry itself would be the positive word usage. And everything that you do will come from the words that you say. So then what you're doing is you're bringing positive words in your present back into the past, and making all those negative, so let's say the vibrancy was negative and it was going backwards, you're now going to make that negative atom switch into a positive charge. So then it starts going this way, because now you've switched that negative word into a positive. So you've brought the past into the present. And when you've done that, it's easier for you to continue into the future as a positive being. In the future, you'll be able to see when you're using negative words, and you'll be able to switch from a negative charge into a positive charge. The last thing I wanted to say about this is when you go back into your past, so when you travel back in time, you have to make sure that the energy that you're doing it at is at 100%. So I'll give you an example. When you boil water, you have to, I think it's 60 degrees centigrade. The water has to boil to about 60, it has to boil to about 60 degrees centigrade before it actually starts boiling and starts transforming into steam. If you don't get it to a certain temperature, then it's not going to transform into steam and it's not going to boil. So in other words, what I'm saying is, if you go back in time or you contact that previous person and say, I'm sorry, but you're not sincere, so you're not actually doing it at 100% vibrancy and 100% energy and 100% frequency, then that's not going to charge. Essentially, that's not going to charge, and it's just going to continue in the negative vibe or vibration it was at before. So you have to mean what you say. Whenever you speak these positive words, they always have to be at 100% vibration, 100% energy, and 100% truth. So that's part 2. I'll be back for part 3. Okay, part 3 is about frequencies and how these positive words can bond together and work together, and for the whole system to coincide together and work as a unit. Okay, so hopefully you guys have watched the film Avatar. With Avatar, they have these hair-like structures, and they have like some bits on the end, and when these bits connect with something else, so like there's a bit in Avatar when the guy connected with the horse, but then the horse rejected it, they weren't on the same frequency. Okay, there's another bit in Avatar when the lady passed and they wanted to revive her body, bring her back to life. They all had to connect to the earth and all make these bonds with the earth and get on this sort of Yahweh earthly frequency in order for her body to come back to life. So with what I'm talking about today, or this end part section, is you have to be on the same frequency as the thing that, or how can I say this? Okay, you're operating on a high frequency because you're positively charged. Okay, so the word is spinning at 100 times, and it's really quick, and it's operating like so, and your body is operating like so with all the different positive word usage. So you're operating at a high frequency. So whenever something else comes your way, you're able to meet it at the frequency you want. And if that's not at the frequency you want, you're able to infiltrate that frequency. Okay, so I'll give you a scenario with 2 different outcomes. Okay, so this scenario is for those that drive, or if you don't drive, it's an easy scenario to understand. So you're driving, and a guy at a low frequency vibration or negative vibration cuts right in front of your car, and you beep at him. Okay, so basically this negative charge has come your way, and you was on a high frequency positive charge, but now you've lowered yourself to that negative charge and you've bonded. Okay, so the negative bonds with the negative, and then that creates all these other low frequency vibrations. So if you've watched Avatar, when they connect to the ground, it makes so many other connections, and literally the connections are like this, and it goes across the whole earth. So when you've made that negative to negative bond, the rest of your day ends up being negative. You might go home to your spouse and tell her or him, guess what this guy done? He done this, and then she or he feels that negative vibration, and then you've affected their day in that way. You may go to work that day and you're less productive because of what's happened when you was driving to work. And you may go to the gym and you're less productive at gym because without even realizing unconsciously, the way you reacted to that thing has affected your frequency. So now let's transform, and you're a high frequency person operating at a high frequency and a positive frequency. So you're driving, and this car cuts in front of you, and you're like, oh, okay, and you continue. So you just continue driving like normal, and yeah, you just continue your day. You continue your day. So with that situation, if you link it to one of the first videos that we done, sorry. Okay, so if you link it to one of the first videos we done with the what's it called? With the immune system. So this sort of virus or thing comes to attack the body, but because you fueled yourself up already with your daily dose of positive words, and you're always operating in the positive because you had those fruits. Hopefully you remember that video. If you don't remember it, you can go back and watch it. The immune system is so strong that when this negative thing comes along, you just eat it, and then it goes, and then your body is still healthy and you can continue. And as an opposite example, the frequency pathways continue into the rest of your day. So when you go to the gym, you're productive, you're able to do your thing, and and when you go to work, you have a smile on your face. How's everyone doing? Good morning, blah, 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 blah. When you go back home to your spouse, be it a girl or a guy, you're like, oh, how's your day, darling? And you have a nice chat and continue. And yeah, so that's it. Oh, it's not the end of the video. I'll be back because I need to tell you the 3 books of which can help you charge your positive electrons. So I'll be back. Okay, so right, I said before that I'm almost done, but I've been given some new information, so I'm going to pass this on to you. Okay, so everyone's epicenter is the heart. So yeah, of course everyone has a heart, and the heart represents love. Therefore, everything we do must be in love, must be around love and for love. Okay, so then the atom is love, and the positive word surrounding this atom is the positive word surrounding love. So let's say it's success. Whatever success you want is going to be in love, and it's going to be for love and around love. If it's to create, you're going to create in love, create for love, create around love. If it's what word? If it's excitement, you're going to be excited in love. You're going to be excited for love. You're going to be excited around love. Okay, so then we have all of us, of course, have so many atoms and electrons in our bodies, and we have so many connections. Now let's say, like I said before, the Rubik's Cube is the body, and we have all of these individual atoms and all of the positive words surrounding each atom. So we have this red positive word surrounding its own love atom. We have a green positive word surrounding its own atom. We have this blue particle surrounding its own atom, or electron surrounding its own atom. We have this yellow positive word surrounding its own atom. Okay, so like I said before, just imagine this is a fixed Rubik's Cube. And we have all of, let me try to do one at least. Okay, maybe I can't do one, but let's say, okay, just imagine this yellow one, these yellow words, and let's say that red one was yellow. These are all positive words. Let's say each word is yes, and yes has its own infinite line, okay? So yes is going to continue, yes, 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 yes. And then we have golden, okay? So golden is white, golden, 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 golden. We have power, 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 power. And then we have depth within our being, okay? So we have depth within the Rubik's Cube. So we've got words going upwards as well. So we've got, let's say create, 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 and so on. So we've got words going up, going sideways, going downwards, going this way, going that way, going that way, going that way. So the vibrancy is 100%. It's too much. We have in our bodies, the amount of cells we have is too many, plenty. Okay, so we have all this ability and all this positive word allowance that all surround their own atoms, okay? And what we need to do is for the positive words to combine with other positive words around love. So then, let's say we've got, where's yes? Let's say we've got yes, yes, yes. And then over here we had, what did I say? I said golden, golden, golden. And over here we had power. So let's say golden combines with yes. And we've got a golden yes. And, all these things, everything continues and it's got its own wave frequency. Let's say we've got yes over here and it combines with power. So then all around love, remember. So then we've got all of that positive combinations which all are working within the body. So like I said before, all of these different positive words are combining. So there's many positive words combining love, combining your body, protecting you. It's too much when you're walking on the streets. You have this positive vibration about you. You have this, your body starts shaking like so, like you're just excited, you're bouncy, you're happy about life. Everything's going smooth. Everything's operating in a high vibration. If, for example, you had all these positive words, but then within your being, your Rubik's Cube was a little bit jumbled up, like so, and you had a few negative words in there. So before I did talk about the negative charge, so you've got some negative words surrounding a negative atom or a negative center or a negative wheel. So let's say your atom is the word selfish. So you've got selfish as your core, and then around selfishness you have negative words. So, or it could be positive words, but these positive words are operating around a negative center. So you're not being true. So whatever positive words you speak, they're not going to be manifested in a positive way because your true being is selfish, and selfish is a negative word. Or your core might be lazy. So laziness is also a negative. So then you have all these other things, other negative words surrounding lazy, and everything that you do is in the negative. Or you might be saying positive words, but because your center is negative, it's also going to be operating in a low frequency negative vibration. So as I was going to say with Rubik's Cube, we have, let's say we have love over here, but then next to love we have we have lazy. So love and lazy's words surrounding their centers combine. So we've got some different words surrounding love, but then some different words surrounding lazy. The frequency will continue at such that it's difficult to operate and achieve successful good things, where what you want is love and not being lazy. Another example might be, let's say you have, over here you have failure. So let's say the middle frequency line over here is failure, and around failure, next to failure, you have horror or fear. So next to failure, you have fear. So all the word usages surrounding fear and surrounding failure are going to combine, and you're going to be operating at that frequency. So the frequency will be failure combined with fear. So what you want to do is to get rid of those words and to get rid of them, you need to use your positive words at this high frequency and truth on a high energy 100% level, so that you can transform those vibrations into the positive. And remember, love being the center of it all. Okay, so in continuation, I was saying, we have all these different words that have their own lines of frequencies and all go in different directions. So we have yes going here, yes going there, yes going this way, yes going that way. Then we have something like success going this way, that way, that way, that way, that way. And then we have something like excitement, which you can see, and it's going this way, this. Right, so, okay, so in a particular situation, what the words will now do, because you're operating in this high frequency with so many combinations, going like this, going around, operating and combining with each other, when it comes to a particular situation, the words relevant to that situation will automatically, by themselves, go to that particular situation and charge that atom. So, like I said, the epicenter is love. So that atom will be love would be charged within that scenario with all these different words. Okay. So let's say, for example, Mozart. He's a great example, an easy example. When it comes to Mozart, he was playing the piano, and when he was doing it, it was flowing. You can see the flow. So in that scenario, you can say he had excitement come to him. You could say he had creativity coming to him. He had the yes coming to him. He had success coming to him. All these positive vibrations and words were manifesting through his art. So through the playing of the piano. What you might want to do may be so many other things. You may want to learn how to play the piano in your lifetime. You may want to learn how to be a good footballer in your lifetime. At the same time, you may want to find love and have a lifelong partner within your lifetime. You may want to learn how to dance, for example, within your lifetime. There may be so many things that you want to achieve, but you may put it aside because you feel like you don't have time, or you feel like it's too difficult to achieve within my lifetime because there's so many things. But with this combinational thinking, the key is you need to build up your solar system with all these positive words as they are acting within their own solar system, within our universe. What you have to do is to create it so that it's big enough and it's huge and it's expanding each time. So this is the body, this is the many different solar systems, and they're all like this and like that. When you're met by another a situation which you want to achieve, let's say piano, you want to learn the piano, this comes along, because you're operating on this high frequency and everything's there for you to do this thing, is able to then infiltrate this thing to make it easier for you to accomplish and succeed in this thing. So then you'll be able to do it. So whenever you're met by another, so your solar system is so great and so big, whenever you're met by anything from the environment which you want to achieve, your solar system is able to infiltrate that thing so that you can play like Mozart and you can just and operate and do all these fantastic things and accomplish it. Yeah, that's it. That's the end. I'm popping out. Actually, I'll be back because I need to tell you about the books. I'll pop out and I'll pop back in. Popping out. Okay, so just to finalize, we have, I said the row of words, and not the row, but the infinite being of a word, and its line. So the yes line can go like so. It can also go like so if you wish to. It can also go like so, and whichever way it wants. And then we can combine yes with happiness. So then that creates a new line. Yes with happiness goes like so, and it goes like so, or like so, like so, like so. And then we might have yes with happiness along combined with love. Then that also goes like so, like so, like so, like so. But around each row, all these rows and all these different word lines, columns, rows, this great solar system, around each individual part, which creates all the yeses, 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 yeses. Where's my Rubik's Cube? Okay, so all the yes, 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 yes. Let's say that's one yes. Around that one yes, we have the electrons which are charging it. And around that yes and that happiness, we have two electrons which are charging that one. So then these electrons are giving the word its power. So they're giving the yes its yes. You could say yes in a dull way, for example. You could just say yes, but maybe not mean it, or even say it in a negative way. But because of the electronic charge, the charge which is making it come to life, it acts as if it's a light switch. So when you switch on a light bulb, it comes on and you don't need to alter it, the light works. So with the positive charge, it makes the solar system work. So everything is charging, and all the electrons and other positive words, so the electrons of the positive words, they're charging up that yes column or that yes row. So then you've got a great solar system that's operating for you. So at the will's, at the heart's content, or at the will of the heart, the words go and search. So this is a searching system. The words go and search for the answer, or for what you want the will to respond to, if that makes sense. The words go and search to answer the will's purpose. And then once that's done, the mind connects to that thing, and then the mind acts on what has just happened within that searching solar system. So it's done. I'm done. I'm popping out, and I will see you soon. So like I said earlier on, I said I'll tell you the books which will help you to understand better what I've talked about, and which will help you find the secrets as to how to charge the positive words. So I have one book here, and this one is Simply Infiltrating Thought. And then we also have Mr. Master Positive Powers, which isn't here with us today. But you can buy these books, and I'll tell you where. But so we have Mr. Master Positive Powers and Simply Infiltrating Thought. And I like this cover because what I was saying about the words infiltrating over here goes upwards, and it will continue going upwards like what I've just talked about. And then we have thought, which goes down, and then we have simply, and then it goes that way. And all these words are in their own great solar system. So I like the cover. But anyhow, as you can see, I have two here, and I'll just quickly read the back of it. If you or a person wants to gather self-intelligence of self-ability, speed is essential. This thereabouts 10,000 word provision, Simply Infiltrating Thought, outlines a specification for stimulating and accessing self-success. The words, paragraphs and sentences are fast-paced and combine in longevity and proposed impact for the user. So this isn't about success, monetary success, which many famous people, many people who are successful sell to you. They sell you the idea of being rich and successful in that sense. This is to do with success within your being. So everyday life success, success in love in terms of the miniature parts of love, and love in everything you do. Success in that sense. So I would say it's the greatest sense of success. And the reason I have two books here is because we recommend you buy one for yourself and then one for another person, because then you're also helping that person start their journey into this infiltrating realm or infiltrating paradigm. So we recommend buy one for yourself and help another person out. Also, in that case, you can discuss different things about it. Maybe that person learned something that you didn't realize at the time, and all these things can, and both of your energy levels will just rise, and you're operating in a higher frequency and so forth. And you're not going there by yourself. You're not being selfish in that sense, but you're going there with another person in love, through love, for love, and all that sort of good stuff. So we have Mr. Master Positive Powers and Simply Infiltrating Thought, which you can buy from www.nowback.com. Yes. No. Oh, you can buy from Amazon. But you can go to www.nowback.com for my jumper. Yeah, so Amazon. And yeah, I'm popping out now. See you later. Bye.